there. Wes Rogers is a member of the Kansas City City Council, was also a violent crime prosecutor for years and a state representative. We appreciate you joining us, sir. I'm trying to get to how we don't know more about the shooters themselves. I've covered an awful lot of school shootings, all with juveniles. Within a couple of hours, we know their names, we've got their pictures, we know what they were involved in. We've heard odd things about them that led to this. How is it 30 hours later we still don't know the identities of these people?
So first of all, let me say there were 800 law enforcement officers at the parade, and when the shooting started happening, they all stepped up to the occasion.
Yep,
Kansas City
100%.
and the entire region has excellent law enforcement, and thank God that they were there so the situation didn't get worse. They've been handling this well from the beginning. These investigations take time. It's an active investigation. I'm not going to speculate other than to say I know our police department does a very good job, that they're handling this case well, and those questions will be answered when it's time to answer them.
All right. Look, we obviously understand the difficult job of the rank and file officers. There's no question about that. And they're all hard working, and they all put on a uniform, and as you point out, run to the sound of gunfire. That said, 181 or 182 homicides right now. Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City, Missouri is one of the top cities in the country for homicides. As Brian pointed out, there's 400 plus openings in the police department. That's a problem.
There's no doubt that's a problem, and the part of the issue with the openings is then you don't have enough officers to investigate crimes, and then crimes go unsolved and it snowballs. So you're absolutely correct in that. We're going through our budget process for the next fiscal year right now. I guarantee you that we will offer our officers more money than we ever have before. We respect our officers in Kansas City. We like our officers in Kansas City, and we're going to pay them. We're going to keep them safe, and we're going to give them the resources they need because we desperately need to address the crime that you've already talked about.
You can't necessarily buy people's pride and buy people's feeling in a job. Does this have anything to do with the lack of prosecutions and the revolving door that we've seen in a number of cities of people being arrested and then let back out on the streets?
So I'm not going to sit here and say that doesn't happen. It does happen. And what I will tell you is when someone commits a violent crime in this city, they need to go to prison. And when that doesn't happen, we've got a problem. So right. I guess I agree with you that when someone commits a violent crime, they need to go to prison. And I did that myself for years.
All right. Wes, thank you. Obviously, we're going to learn a lot more, hopefully, about who these two individuals were and what their background is in terms of how they got these weapons and whether they've ever used them before. Wes, thank you very much. Coming up. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.